All right, another Sleeping Bandit public service announcement. This one has nothing to do with CrossFit. This is more just something that happened to me that I thought I would share with you guys and that it might help you in your life. I'm very grateful to have a wife, a teammate that helps me, realize things that I suck at, quite frankly, and points them out to me. So this one's called "It's Not What You Say, It's How You Say It." Situation was this: I came home from the gym this morning, was texting some nutrition advice, a diet plan to one of my personal training clients after we had discussions this morning about, was getting the information to her. My daughter asked me something about what I was doing. I told her with my face buried in my phone, and she went back and sat at the breakfast table. I had no clue that anything just happened. My wife proceeded to tell me, "You just talked down to her." I watched. I said, no, I didn't. No, I was not even mad. I was not even trying to be rude. I know I can be a little condescending sometimes, but I felt like in this instance, she was crazy. There's no way that Ella thought that I had, yelled at her. She insisted that I did. So I asked Ella, and it took a little bit for her to come out of her shell. But once I got down on her level and looked her in the eyes and asked her, she told me that it did hurt her feelings the way I talked to her. And it gave me an opportunity as a dad to own it and apologize to her and tell her that she was my princess and that she was beautiful, and that I was sorry that I talked to her that way, and that if I ever did, she needed to tell me so that I could become aware of it and not do it. She went from being completely deflated and we call it turtled up, I guess, getting the head back in the shell like a turtle, to being attached to my hip again. So something that simple, I didn't even realize it. And then what I want to stress is, it doesn't even matter that I thought I was doing it, that I thought I talked to her that way. It's how she felt. It was her perception that mattered, not my perception. So thank God that my lovely wife is there to help me out in situations like that. But guys, I think, do it more often. It just goes over our head. We don't realize it. And then when we do it, we can argue till we're blue in the face that that's not what we were doing, or that's not what we meant. But quite frankly, that doesn't matter. It's however the person takes it that matters. And when you live with sensitive people like my wife and my daughter, then you might have to elevate your game to another level so that you don't use that kind of tone when you're speaking to the people you love. So that's my goal, just to continue to create awareness for that, for myself, and hopefully for you guys that helps. Watch how you talk. It doesn't matter if the words are hurtful. Sometimes the tone in itself is enough to be hurtful. So love you guys. I'll talk to you soon.